All right, right now we're about to do a tire change on a 2014 Honda Pilot. As you can see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lug nuts. As you can see, this damaged tire here. All right, so on these, the spare tire is usually under here. So we're gonna move the seats forward, lift this up, and as you can see, we have the spare tire sign here. So we're gonna lift this up, and then you have the tools right here on your right hand side. So we need to lift this up, and then we need to get a tool to unlock that. So let's get a tool right quick. I like to use this thing right here. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and stick this in the inside here. Or you can use this, or you can use like a key. So we also gonna need this as well. So we got to spin the spare tire down. So let's use this tool here. All right, now as you can see, once you take off the spare tag here, make sure we record it. Then you got to take this rubber off. As you can see there, take the rubber off. Now once you take the rubber off, you see this square thing here. Now you're going to use this tool here, and also use this tool right here. But sometimes you don't need to use this. You can just use this tool here to spin the tool around. Alright, so also you can use this tool right here to give you some leverage. So you stick this here, you're gonna move this out the way. Move that out the way. Now you got this tool here to give you some leverage. Now you're gonna put this on this side here, and you're gonna spin it. And when you spin it, there's the spare tire right there. All right, let's spin it. So we're gonna spin it. Spin this thing here. All right. All right. All right. Let's see how far. All right, we're gonna do a little bit more. All right, now as you see, we spent this little tool here, and the tire came down. Now, what you want to do is you want to lift the tire up, because it's hanging on a string. Lift the tire up, and you're gonna see this dangling thing here. Stick it through. Boom. Now, do that. Then you have your spare tire right there. All right, move this thing to the side, and let's get to work. Let's get the equipment. Move your equipment over here. Let's get your floor jack. All right. Here. Get this tool right here. And get your gun here. Boom. Now, what we're gonna do is we gotta figure out what size is these lug nuts. We don't wanna take them off right now. We just wanna loosen them up. So those gonna be between a 21 or a 22 millimeter. All right, so right here is a 21 millimeter lug nut socket. As you can see, it's too small. Let's try the 22. So this is your 22 millimeter right here. As you can see, it fits perfectly. Now, let's get your impact gun. We'll just loosen them up. We don't want to take them off. Just loosen them up. Loosen them up. Just loosen them up. Don't want to take them off. Just loosen them up. And you got the right size. Now, as you can see, this truck is lifted. So what you want to do is you want to find a spot that is low, because this car is pretty much lifted. So let's find a low spot. That's middle. do nothing unless this thing is tightened, huh? All right. All right, let's lift it up. Make sure. Okay, boom. All right, now we got it lifted up. Now let's take off the lug nuts. All right. All right, boom. Take off the damaged tire. Boom. Now, as you can see, the tire's been taken off. Now what I like to do is, a lot of these lug nuts are very dry. So I like to spray them with a little bit of this here. Sorry, this thing is just, as you can see, a lot of these lug nut bolts are dry. So I like to spray a little bit of this oil on there. All right, boom. Now what you want to do is put your spare tire on. All right, so I'll put the spare tire on here. All right, as you guys can see, spare tire is on. Let's put the bolts back on here. Put the bolts back on here. Boom, just put them on here before we tighten them. All right, before we tighten them, put the bolts on here. All right, bolts on there. Now, you're gonna use your impact gun, push the button here so it can turn this way to tighten them. Put your equipment back. Don't want to lose your equipment. All right, put your equipment back. All right, now what you want to do is you want to lower the tire. You're lowering the vehicle, and that's how you do a tire change on a Honda Pilot.